Yeah, so I'm sort of against buying crap online because, like, if you ever want to find a computer part that has something wrong with it, you can buy it online. But I got this $10 ATSC digital tuner here, and you know, it's for $10. That's pretty good. That would be a really good deal, but unfortunately, I brought it home and it didn't work. Basically, it couldn't scan, it couldn't find any channels. So I thought, you know, it's probably due to something screwed up. I mean, something totally blown up. But it turns out that the problem really had to do with some broken off little parts on the card. So I'll just go over how that happened. Yeah, so I never used Linux. One of the reasons I got this card is because you could use it in Linux, and there's not very many of them that work in Linux. So I don't know what's going on with this audio. I wasn't planning on using this card for a while because I have one that is probably a little better and I didn't work on that I prefer to use. But it's kind of bought as kind of like a backup card, as seeing which is the best. That's why I wanted to test it, because I want to know which is the best of the cards. This is the cheap card, the cheap Trojan card that I found initially. I was looking at it, and I found there's a little part down, if you can see it, right here. And that looked like it was like a little bit lopsided, maybe like one of the edges was falling off. And it's actually the same sort of part that is missing. It's one of these FB, one of these ferrite beads down in here. Let's see if I can get in there any closer. So that'd be right in there, that one. Right, so the first thing I did was I resoldered this. I thought it would have been best to lift it and rotate it because it's rotated out, but then I thought maybe I'll just add some solder to it, and it'll just sort of beef up the connection a little bit. So that's the first thing I did. That did nothing. Second thing I did was here's the reverse side, the back side. And first thing I did was I thought maybe it's a problem right in here. This is the relevant tuner. That maybe it's not. This isn't going to its layer conductor isn't bonding to its conductor. So I reanimated the solder. This sort of it didn't get the right thermal effect here. So this didn't get all done. So it's kind of a little weird now. And that's a little compromise. So this is damage I did to the board on the way to making it like a working board. Here's the actual problem is, let's see up in here, it's these two here. So this one here and this one and that one were knocked out. So what I did is those were ferrite beads. I thought they mostly, from what I know of what I'm finding about these ferrite beads, is they're mostly really low ohms. So they're basically almost the same as a straight conductor, but you know, they would have ferrite properties. But what I did is I decided, you know, I don't have the right ferrite parts. I could substitute some other ferrite parts, and you know, maybe the board would have worked better, but it's working pretty well. So I just put some solder across where these components here are missing. That is this one here, and that one. So I just put some solder across there to replace some ferrite beads. If it was something else, I probably couldn't have done that. So yeah, that's it.